What's going on, y'all? Hey, you already know who it is. Ngozi at night. And I'm coming at you because this N word thing is really getting on my nerves. It is becoming a part of me is a little bit on the side. Like, I'm like, it's whatever. Then another part of me is like, yo, when is it going to stop? I'm wondering if it would take for us to stop using it for everyone else to stop using it. I wonder if it would take us to just kind of like say, hey, wait, you know what? We shouldn't be using it on each other because we keep getting mad at others using it on us. That word, you already know what word I'm talking about. That word is so, it causes such an uproar in so many ways. But at the same time, we keep using it too. We use it in music. We use it in our speech on a daily basis. We even greet each other with it. When is it going to stop? Or do we want it to stop? Now, if we don't want it to stop, but we want to be able to say it whenever we want to, then we need to stop getting mad at everybody else saying it to us. But at the same time, when are we going to figure this thing out? The N word started from, we already know, back in the slavery time. And they used it to actually put us in our place, to actually identify something so negative by using the N word. Y'all already know the N word I'm talking about. I ain't talking about Ngozi. But the thing is that when are we going to put something there where it no longer affects us, even when someone says it in front of our face? When is that going to happen? Because I think that's when the N word will no longer hold weight. I think so. I mean, that's what I feel. And isn't it okay for me to feel that way? Isn't it okay for me to think that way? Because the N word is so powerful. The N word is so powerful that once you tell someone that that's what they are, then their life doesn't mean anything. Then what they say doesn't mean anything. What they do doesn't mean anything. And I'm not talking about those of us who use it as a form of camaraderie or, hey, yo, that's my, yo, that's a real one right there. A real what? So when are we ever going to stop? I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out when is it going to stop being a situation where, I apologize, where we're not allowing it to affect us. Oh yeah, I see what you wrote here, Nichelle. Um, it don't even, you don't even think that it matters is used in our community. It's because they mean it in a derogatory fashion. The thing is, though, a lot of us still use it in a derogatory fashion. I mean, think about it, Michelle. Do you particularly want anybody calling you the B word? You might let your girlfriends call you that, but let a man call you that. All I'm saying is that this word, because it started where it started, and the fact that they embedded it in us, embedded in everyone else, it created such a thing where we are walking around here and that's all they see. No matter what we do say, doesn't matter. So now what? Black Lives Matter, but to us, to other people, it don't matter because we are the N word. And even to ourselves, we are the N word. And some of us still use it in derogatory fashion to define us when we do some quote unquote N word ish. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, should we just not let it affect us no matter who says it? Because remember, the power of a word is how we accept it and allow it to affect us. If we don't allow it to affect us in a place where it causes us, disparity, or causes us to feel less than human, then we will not, that word will just go away. We won't even use it. We won't. We won't. I think about Black Lives Matter. I live all day because I know Black Lives Matter as well as everyone else. But because we are conditioned to beg and plead for recognition, this is where we're going to forever be. This is what we're going to forever be to them. And until we decide not to allow that to happen, I'm telling you, this N word won't matter. And I'm really bringing it up because we had somebody, establishment, I'm sure y'all seen it all over Facebook, and maybe you haven't. Look on my page. An establishment that most of us have been to, and this man called us the N word. And I'm not surprised because a lot of owners who are not supposedly us, minus the N word, that's how they feel about us. That's what they're taught. They're even taught how to treat us by us. Think about what I'm saying. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Erica. What's up, Michelle, Laurel? It bothers me as well. Have I ever used it? I have used it before. I've used it in one of my poems. The thing is that I never called another person that. I never said, "Oh, you." I rarely use the B word. I don't even like it when someone calls me that, thinking it's okay, without even asking me, "Is it okay?" Hey B, hey, oh you my B, you my B. No, 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 no. I'm either your friend or I'm Ngozi. That's it. Or if I'm neither one, if I'm not your friend, you're gonna call me Ngozi. I'm not saying, I understand there's exceptions to the rules. I get it. Oh, I get it. But damn that. It doesn't hold weight if we allow one to call us that and not the other. It doesn't hold weight if we sit up there and say it's acceptable by one group of people, but it's not acceptable by another group of people, regardless of whether we feel like it's derogatory or not. The word holds significance because of the origin of it. Yes, Miss Brooks, we do. The irony of it is, though, we can educate whoever we want, but society, media, creates a whole new fascination that what unthreads, unravels what we are teaching our youth, because they are more sensationalized. What we see on TV is more sensationalized. What we see on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, all these venues that I use because, hey, it works for me when I need to get something out there like I'm doing right now. The thing is that when are we going to stop allowing things to drive us crazy? Because if we do, then nobody will be able to hold it over our heads. I taught my daughter a valuable lesson, and I told her that the only way someone's going to be able to hurt you is if you allow them to. Now, I remember there was a time one of my sisters used to say some really crazy stuff about me especially about my sexuality. Now, that used to bother my daughter crazy. And I had to tell my daughter, sweetie, that's all that my sister can say about me. And I told her, I said, it doesn't bother me. Don't let it bother you, boo. Because I said, once you start letting her know it doesn't bother you anymore, she will stop talking about me. And guess what? She stopped talking about me. And my daughter was like, oh my God, mom, Auntie's not saying those things about you anymore. I said, yes, because she can no longer hurt you with those things. We do have the power to shift words, replace what doesn't serve us with what does. The N word may have been used back in the day in a negative way, but to me, those that were referred to as such symbolizes strength, courage, and faith. I don't know. I don't know if I could agree with the using that word. I don't. I get where you're coming from. I gotta think about that for a second, but I don't want. I'm just. What's up, Christina? What's up? I'm more. I get what you're saying, but the thing is that the problem is that let somebody else use that word, regardless of because it's not coming from us. We're gonna get upset and want to bust them down. We want to do whatever to them. And the thing is that is it really necessary? Is it really necessary to do those things? Is it really necessary to get upset because someone else called us a word that was originally derogatory, which is still derogatory? What are we going to do? What other ways are we going to figure this out? Because the N word, it doesn't it doesn't make sense to use it if we don't allow it to be something that doesn't bother us when someone use it on us. I mean, that's the real truth of the matter. The real truth of the matter is allowing ourselves to take a word, flip it in a way that when someone uses it, oh, okay, you can call me that all you want. Then we'll be able to not have this dialogue anymore. We wouldn't feel like we need to go and close an establishment for calling us that. I mean, we get more uproar and try to close down an establishment that causes the owner that causes that, as opposed to going out there and really doing something about our black men and women, children, aunts, uncles, fathers, sisters, brothers, grandmamas, grandpapas. We do less when it comes to that when we're being killed on the street. We do less when it comes to domestic violence in our community. We do less when it comes to mental health issues in our community. We do less when they keep shutting down each school in our community. But we want to close down an establishment that uses the N word. I get it. I get it. I get it. But isn't that just entertainment? What about education? What about poverty? What about what about our economic resources? What about the fact that we can hardly get someone to street clean our block? We're paying taxes, most of us. I know. I don't know. I mean, some of y'all, if y'all are not, if you can't, if you're not understanding where I'm coming from, I apologize that you can't get it. But I tell you this much: the thing of the matter is that we need to understand that the N word is just a word, and it only holds weight if we allow it. If we allow it. Okay, fine. You want to shut down an establishment. You want to shut down, people like Paula Dean. Like, she got shut down for calling us the N word. Hmm. How many? What? Oh, interesting. I know there was some clothing designers that got shut down because it was rumored that they used the N word, or that they said they don't make clothes for women of color or men of color. Interesting. Why is it that when it comes to entertainment, we can shut it down? Why does it come to when it comes to our clothing, we can shut it down? But we don't really go and boycott and, you know, sit up there and protest these corner stores that stock all these foods that's causing our brains to become freaking like noodles, or our brains to become, so jaded. We don't shut them down. Think about what I'm saying. We're not going to places that, like cigarettes and stuff like that that's killing our bodies. We don't go shut them down. We're not protesting. And when it's known certain areas of the city, especially if it's majority minority, you should see the food that we got. You should see the stores that's stocking these type of foods. That's really all it does is just tear us down. You don't find corner stores in other neighborhoods that have the stuff that we have, like hot potato chips. And don't get me wrong, I love them. Hey, Renee, I love hot potato chips. But you get what I'm saying. We get outraged and shut things down that really, really doesn't do anything but satisfy entertainment and our fashion sense. Hell, we didn't even boycott R. Kelly. And I'm sorry, I have to say that. We blamed the little girl on that. Isn't that something? But we shut down Bill Cosby, didn't we? I'm not saying he's guilty or he's innocent. I'm just saying we need to understand some things. We need to really, really, really take the energy that we put in other things and put forth in the stuff that matters to our children, to the future. We need to flip some stuff. We need to be more on top of these things. The N word is the least of our worries in the wrong one. It is. And don't get it twisted. Like I said, I get offended sometimes. I be on Periscope and you got somebody on there calling me all kinds of N words. And the funny thing is, it's not funny when I said it, I mean sarcastically funny. It's people from other countries that's doing it. Hey, and then they call you all kinds of animal names, like monkey and all kinds. You know what I'm saying? They call us all these things. All these things. Oh yeah, I block them. Okay, that's cute, but that's not stopping them from thinking it and saying it to the next person. So what we have to do is learn how to take that word and not let it hold so much weight from somebody else says it. Period. Point blank. Oh well, they say it. Oh well. And yeah, of course, they come in my face and say it. I'll probably be pissed off. But then again, if I laugh at them and say, "Oh, that's all you got? That's all you can say? That's all you can say? Is you can call me that when I'm doing something here positive and handle my business?" Okay. I'll give you that. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Hey, Jennifer. I'm just saying. Oh, you was okay. I'm looking at here. We said, what about O.J. Simpson? Same thing. I don't know if he killed the woman or not. I don't know. But I know one thing: whatever his actions are today got him locked up. Whatever he did to get locked up, robbing people, whatever, he's in jail because whatever reason he just continued to do stuff, and now he's exactly where they wanted him in the first place. He made it. He made it happen. His actions did it. But when it's all said and done, the N word is it's not that deep. Because if you know you're not, then you're not. That's it. I mean, the N word. Hey, Miss Ned. Hey, sis. What's going on? The N word. Wow, that's something. We get so outraged with that. You know, it's crazy. We got it. We got to get past this, y'all. We have to because nobody's gonna stop saying it until it holds no weight. If it doesn't affect you, it'll go finally be the word of the past. Like, give me a word that's in the past that people don't say that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think right now, but you get what I'm saying. At some point, the word of that's going to be a word of the past. It'll be like, oh, I haven't heard that word in a minute. Watch. But we have to take the weight out of it. We have to take the weight out of it. Take it out. What's going on, Jen? Take it out. The N word is only worth something if you make it be worth something. I'm telling you, it'll be a thing of the past. It'll go out of style. It will. If we stop allowing it to affect us in the way that we allow it to. And that goes for any other word that people use against us to dehumanize us. Jigaboo. Some people still use that word, Kimberly. Some people still use that word. But definitely is not what we hear. I've heard it every so often, with Spike Lee used it in his Good and Bad Hair song. You're just a jigaboo. Trying to find something to do. Oh man. But we eventually I believe we'll get it together, y'all. We'll get it together. And if we don't, oh well. We're going to keep having this dialogue. We're going to keep having people like me talking about it, bringing this to your attention for y'all to just come on, wake up. That word is not that significant. It really isn't, but we keep it going. What's going on, Wanda? They use the N word down south. Oh, I know they use the N word down south. They use the N word here. They use the N word everywhere. They use it on television. Even some of the high end people have used that word. Heck, Jesse Jackson used that word in reference to Obama. Do y'all remember that? Yes, he did. He got caught on tape. A couple other celebrities used it. But why are y'all surprised? I'm not under. Why be surprised? Did they just call us that after we patronized their establishment? I get it, because you feel like your dollars matter, right? If your dollar matters, then put it somewhere else better. All right, put it somewhere else better. We should not have half of these schools that's been closing down in all these metropolitan cities should not have happened. These libraries should not have closed down. Okay? The freaking after school program should not have been shut down. We put our dollars in the right places. That's what we need to do. Oh, we're not going to spend our dollars going to a store to buy some shoes. Put our dollars in places that matters most. Education. Put it in and put it in making our city, our neighborhood more economically sound. Like real talk. You know? Real talk. If you want to do something, get rid of the freaking neighborhood bars. Let the bars be in the center city with the other clubs and stuff. Get rid of the bars. Matter of fact, if you want to do something, get rid of all the stuff that's crazy in your neighborhood. Get rid of it. If you got an old building, petition for that building to be remodeled, renovated, all this wonderful stuff to make it so that way the block can look good. Not demolish it and make another lot. That's what you do. Like, come on. But no, what I'm saying doesn't make sense, do it? I go out here in my neighborhood and I'm like, okay. All right. Huh? You get what I'm saying? That's how it is. Most times you can't even get in my neighborhood. My neighborhood isn't the worst neighborhood. I live in University City, but I'm not living in the pristine of University City. However, my one little block, most places won't even deliver to. What's going on, Latrice? Most people will not deliver to. Interesting. And I get why. Because we make it bad for ourselves. Real talk we do. Real talk we do. But we can have someone on the block that's cutting a fool and we don't do the right petition to get their asses out of there. Peep that. We don't. Especially if they wrecking havoc or you know they doing. We don't come together, get them out of the block and say, oh no, this block is not going to be run down by you. We don't do that. But let someone call us the N-word, then we shutting things down. Really? This is amazing, y'all. This is amazing. And right now, I'm not even drinking tea. I'm drinking water. I need clarity. I need something to flush me out, flush my system out, flush my mind out. Because this is too much. This is too much. But go ahead. Knock down whatever establishment you find that you feel like you're not being appreciated. I get it. Go for it. But shutting down one club is nothing. Because another club's going to take its place. And probably the same owner, just with a different name. You get it? And me, I mean, you know, and when I say the club thing, because like I said, I was talking a little bit earlier, this particular club wants to call out people out their names, and the owner was recorded on video saying these things. And I'm just using this club thing as a reference or as the template of what I'm talking about now. The N-word, the N-word, the N-word. Hello, Jenna. How are you? Take the power out of y'all. Take the power out of it. Anyone that calls you that, oh well. Anyone feels that you are that, oh well. Because you can't change someone how they feel and think about you, to be honest. But what you can do is change how you feel and respond to it. That's the truth. And laugh in their faces when they do. I just want to say thank y'all so much for tuning in. Right here, I am Ngozi at night. And these are just my thoughts. And I appreciate everybody. And please share this. Please share this. You can share it now if you want. Please share this. And stay tuned in because I'll be back with more thoughts. Thank you, Wanda. Hey, Raquel, how are you? And like I said, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Get the message, retain the message, pass this message on. It's just a word, people. The N word is just a word. All you gotta do is remove the power from it. I'm doing great, Raquel. But I'm about ready to go. And once again, thank you for being tuned in. Don't forget to tune in tonight, y'all. You already know Thursday night is Mature Confessions. Peace and blessings.